Hey y'all, it's been a while, at least a week or so. Busy, and plus it's been raining, so it's like I can't really record when it's raining for one reason or another. Anyway, happy Wednesday. Today is very special to me and for me because today is my son's 13th birthday, and I'm sitting here like I can't believe I have a teenager. I am the mother of a teenager. Like, is this real? Seriously. But I still look good, so okay, whatever. I'm getting up there though. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Today is also my grandmother's birthday. She passed away in 2017, so it's only been a few years, not even a whole 3 years yet since she passed away. But I still honor her birthday. My son was born on her birthday. He was induced. He was a preemie, but he was born on her birthday, so it was always very special. So I took today off of work. I wanted to spend the day with my son. So trying to figure out what he wants to do. He's a very nerdy gamer type boy, and I love that about him. He's still so innocent in a sense. He's not your typical little teenagers like running around always talking about girls. Like, he likes girls and he talks about girls all the time. He really does, but he's not like over the top with it. He's very to himself somewhat, and I like that about him. He's gonna tell you the truth. He's a Capricorn. He's just real, for real. I call him my Sour Patch Kid because he really is. I love him. That's my baby forever. I don't care how old he gets. But anyway, I took today off, like I said, and it has been very interesting these past, I would say, couple weeks. And I'll talk more about that in my Freedom Friday video. I'll tell you guys what's been going on. But today, for Working Wisdom Wednesday, I really wanted to put the question out there. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? If you knew you could succeed at your true passion and what you're really, really, really desiring to pursue, would you do it? And what would that be? What I realize is that a lot of people subject themselves to jobs or careers that are just like stable or are more accepting or acceptable to society rather than going after what they truly love to do. They stick with what pays the bills. They stick with what maybe it's a family business, or maybe it's everybody in my family was a doctor, so let me be a doctor too. But what are you really passionate about? What would you jump out of bed to do every day, and what would you do for free? When you stop and think about that, ask yourself, why aren't you doing that? What's holding you back from really living the life that you really truly desire? Because what brought this question on was last week I had a horrible experience at work, honestly, just keeping it real. And the next day, because I took 2 days off, I was off Thursday and Friday. I took 2 days off just for mental health, like a mental health days, and just to kind of get my mind clear and figure out, okay, what's going on. And I woke up Thursday morning, and I was scrolling down my Instagram page, and I found this page of this lady I had been following for about a year. Now, she's also an author, and I had been following her story because she was diagnosed with cancer, and she would post about her journey on, as like going through chemo and all this stuff. And I just realized that, like, I hadn't checked it in a while. I was like, I wonder what's going on with her. And then I just was like reading some of the latest ones, and the last time I checked, it was a caption from her husband, I think, and he was saying that she was too weak. She was in the hospital and she was too weak to type out her message that day. So I think he and the daughters were going to start taking over her Instagram page. So that was the last I had heard. And so I was wondering, like, what's going on? I wonder where she's at now, how she's doing now. And one of the last things was like, before she passed away, or I can't believe she's not here. And I was just like, oh my God, she died. Oh my God, she died. I was so hurt, y'all, for real. Because I don't know her, obviously, but what it did is it really kind of brought up those feelings from when I was a child, when I was dying from Crohn's. Like being 11, 12 years old and just hit with an illness like that and literally dying, because I was like, if you read my book, you know that I was like literally 55 pounds and just going down from there. I couldn't eat. I was in so much pain, and it was just like, it just brought up those memories and those thoughts. And I remember being that at that age and thinking that I just wanted to die and that my life was over. And here I am, 31, and I'm like, God, am I real? I'm asking God, like, am I doing what you really want me to do? You saved my life. You spared my life for a reason. And I have to stop and ask myself, what is that purpose now? What is that? Because I have left a legacy. I have a legacy already because I have helped so many people. In this whole decade, over a decade of counseling people, I have touched so many lives, and people come back and tell me all the time. And it's like, even if I died today, God forbid, I hope not, but I know that I left something behind and I affected people's lives in a positive way. And just by having my 2 children, that in itself, you know. But I'm like, God, what else do you have from me? Because I feel such a pull. And it's at a higher level. And it's like, okay, what do you have for me? And why is there that sense of fear of stepping out of my comfort zone, stepping out of what I've done for over a decade and really going to this next level where I not only find passion that I've found that I have for this, but also where I can actually touch so many more lives than I would doing what I'm doing now or at this level. So I ask you, what are you doing? And why aren't you doing what you truly love? What's standing in the way? And how can you eradicate those things that's standing in your way? Because I don't want to look back, and I said this for you too, guys. You don't want to look back, you know, at 70, 80 years old and feel like, well, I wish I would have just jumped out there and did it. I just wish I would have just done it. Like, you know, if I failed at it, oh well. I wish I just would have gave it my all. At least I wouldn't have any regrets. At least I wouldn't feel like, dang, I should have done that. I should have tried at least. I should have. I don't want to live life with regrets. Do you? Do you want to live life with regrets? No. In counseling, we ask this question. It's called the miracle question. If that problem, whatever the situation is, was removed, what would you do? Or what would that look like for you? So put yourself in that question, in that situation. If money wasn't an issue, if you had all the support you needed, what would it look like if you were pursuing that journey or that goal or that career or living in this state, whatever state it is, right? Or in this country, if you moved away, if money, if lack of support, if, you know, nobody, whatever the situation, whatever the barrier is, if that was gone and it wasn't even an issue, what would you do and how would it look for you? So kind of starting to dream about that and daydream and experiencing it as if it was. Then figure out how to make that happen. It's 2020. No more putting our dreams and our aspirations and goals on the back burner because of this. No more. We got to go for it, because I don't want to wake up 10 years from now and feel like, oh, I should have just did it. I should have just did it. Not stayed in a safety zone, not stayed in a safe space, but just jumped out there and did it and gave it all I had. Because life is so precious. This lady, her death was really this shock for me. It was like, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to do it. So figure out whatever that thing is for you that you just have to do. That you just have to pursue this year. This year. And forever. Shoot. No more living in fear. No more being scared. No more wondering what people are going to think and how they're going to judge you if they think you're crazy. Just do it. Just go for it. Because we only get one life. As we are now. I mean, we might come back as a different person, different situation. But right now, this is the life that we live. And we don't know what's on the other side of this, really. 2020 is all about living life with no regrets. For me. So I hope that you join me on this journey. So stay tuned as you see my transitions take place. And, you know, I trust God because God has never told me to. Every time God has, like, made me super uncomfortable with the current situation, He's, like, saying, hey, nope, it's time to go. It's time to move to the next level. Even though I'm, like, super paranoid, every time He's moved me, it's always been it's a upward movement. It's never been a situation where I'm, like, stuck in a space where, oh my God, I wish I wouldn't did that. That would, you know, I think actually, like I said, coming back here to North Carolina, that probably it was the only one. But I think I needed this space of time to just kind of just stay still for a second. God was like, I need you to be still for one little quick moment, which turned into some months. I need you to be still for a second because this next level is that level that you've been praying about for over a decade. This next level is that space and time where everything you've done for this past decade will all make sense because it all comes together. And without that experience, without those experiences over this past decade, it wouldn't make sense and you wouldn't have what you need for this next level. So don't live in shame or you know, regret and like, oh man, I should have been doing all this. Oh, I'm 30 now and now I ain't got nothing to show for it. I'm 40. No. This next level is going to show and prove to you that everything you have been going through and everything you've been experiencing, it was all for your good. Because it's what you're going to need that. It's like living broke teaches you how to really stay wealthy. Because you know how to budget. You know what I'm saying? On a small level. And if you can budget on a small level, you should be able to manage a lot of money and keep it. That's the thing. And that's why I never had when that I was struggling. Because one thing I know how to do is make $1 stretch. Okay? For real. And people would judge, like broke people would judge that, oh, you know, you got money, you got, you know, you make good money and all that, but you act so frugal. I'm a minimalist. And I take pride in that. Because I don't ever want to be broke again. Ever. So I know how to make my money stretch. You know what I'm saying? So whatever that situation is for you, whatever the example is for you, know that nothing is in vain. Nothing is lost. Oh my God. I just feel it. I'm excited, y'all, for real. I don't know how. It's like we in mid-January. That high gone. I'm on some like, this is it. I just need y'all to understand. It's all about to really make sense, for real. So stay tuned, like I said, as I, you know, make my transitions and everything that I'm about to do. I hope that you guys join me on this journey. So, there you go. What would you do if nothing was standing in your way? And how can you do that now? Let's make it happen. Alright, guys. See you later. Wish my son a happy birthday below. I want to show him the comments below. Alright, I'll see you guys later.